Jum.
Oh, that startled me. Gave me tinglies in my tummy. Oh! Oh! Ah! Damn it! Oh, God! Couldn't get away. I got stuck in the cobweb. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Oh, that was horrible. It could have been so much worse, though. But that was pretty bad. And I see you back there. I see you. I don't like you one bit. Throw some light on the situation. I hear a spider. There you are. Some of those rooms. Come across those from time to time. There's another one. I'm not. Just keep moving. Maybe they won't know we're here. They'll leave us alone. Leave us to our work. Oh no! Oh no! 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 You can just stay over there. Nope! 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 I hate these things so much. Hey, dingus. Choppy axe out there. Lumberjacker. No, it just sounded off. Yeah, these guys are just spawning all over the place. Down or above. Inclined to say they are above. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to bust that open because I know they're in there. And my inventory is filled up yet again. Oh Lord. Alright, maybe the spiders will get me, but nothing else will for right now. Just hold up here for a second. Oh, well, that's certainly an ugly place. Oh, hey. Nope, nope, you just stay away. You just stay way over there. Far away from me. Jerk-face spider. I am in the realm of the spiders now, I think. Yep. Nope. Nope, that's all I have to say to you is nope. Oh Lord. Won't you buy me? I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna subject you to that. Not right now, anyway. Right under my feet. So there's one. And the other one is, I think, right on the other side of that wall. So I think I got two of them here that are close enough together I could activate both of them. In reach of each other. Take a little bit out to take a look at it. Oh, God! Ah! I could not aim to save my life. And my life did depend on it. Some cobwebs sinking in cobwebs here. Well, my inventory is all kinds of filled up. So let's head back to the ender chest and load this stuff back in. Oh, come on now, bats. Why do you do that to me? Why? Oh, man. Every time I feel like I'm gonna die. I'm gonna leave that for now. So I don't come back to that area. Be drawn in by the tantalizing cobwebs. Would you stop with that? Jeez. Two up from each other. Maybe close. Ha! I think I could make it work. The cobweb is stopping the lava flow there. I find that hilarious. Not going to lie. We got water flowing right there. It's like the world's deadliest cobblestone generator here. It's off by like 3 there. Down by 2, off by 3. 77, 78, 578. 555. 20, yeah, I think that'll work. How am I gonna tie them together? I do not know. There we go. I can hear them, but I don't know where they are. Alright, we are full up for now. Let's pack it up, pack it in, and don't really begin. Roll out of here. Where am I going? Probably a really bad idea here. Like, do I really need to be looking for trouble here? Oh! Well, apparently I do, because it's a dungeon. Oh, this is something else. We got a spider dungeon back here. Like the big mama spiders. Get out of here. So many cobwebs, though. Is that another spider spawner? I think it is. And right next to a spider dungeon. Oh, I already... Oh, hey. Oh, hello, fellas. Don't mind me. I'll just be moseying on. Oh, name tags. I will take that. I will take that. The rest of you, I have tons of that. Not such a huge deal. There's another regular spider. What is that? I can't even say it's regular. What a weird generation. Ah! Well, I can't make heads or tails of this. 2 chests. More saddles. Man! 5 name tags. Get this. But what's going on here? It's too bad that the spiders are such, like, just, to my eyes anyway, just a royal pain to try and make, like, a farm out of them. Because, you know, I got 2 right here. They're close enough. And I guess there's not another spider spawner in here. Very odd, though, because usually these will surround it, and it looks like it would have been, like, right here in the corner. So it looks like this spider dungeon generated on top of a spider spawner, right? Because normally it would be, like, in the midst of all of those cobwebs. Still, though, that's a nice bunch of crap there. Now I just gotta find my way out of here. Make my grand escape. To all this loot. We'll head back to the end portal, take stock of everything we got, and let's see if we want to come back here. Oh man, look at all this crap I pulled from that. Quite a nice haul. We got 2 and some stacks of cobwebs, 5 more name tags. Awesome. I gotta start using these because I've been racking these up and I haven't done anything with them. So I gotta think about what I want to name with that. To keep around, I got this enchanted book, sharpness 3, fire protection 3, unbreaking 3. Once again, it's a host of enchantments that don't necessarily go together, so what I use, just I could use any. I could use, you know, 2 of those on something, a sharpness 3 unbreaking 3 sword, or fire protection 3 unbreaking 3 armor. Cool stuff. 8 lapis lazuli, stack and a half iron ore, 42 gold ore, almost a full stack, and 11 diamonds. And there's just tons of diamonds down there. I got 9 emerald ore, some redstone, other assorted stuff, and a bucket. Yay, bucket. Alright, so we got 2 spider spawners. There's the other one right there, and they are within range where I can stand between them in the middle there. Now I just gotta dig all this area out and start working on a dual cave spider spawner, so let's just go ahead and take care of that now. And kablam! And we're all set to go. Let's get started. Getting out of here. Maybe have gone a little bit too far. Just one of those things, kind of get excited, get in the groove of it, and don't bother to hit the record button. It happens. So, I mean, it's nothing new. It's nothing you haven't seen before. You know, basically just dug out. Up there. Dug out an area 8x8 around the spawner. 1 up from the spawner, 2 down from the spawner. And the way you determine 8x8, because it's not going to be centered directly on the spawner, it's going to be centered on the corner. You bring up your F3 and you want to look at your direction value west and north. go 4 blocks out from the spawner. It'll be under this block. And then your south and east go 3 blocks. And that gives you your 8x8. Just drop some lights in there. I find this pattern works, having one redstone lamp on top of the spawner block and then one of these corners here, and that works pretty well. And I've done the same thing over here. The water flow, pretty simple in this one. Just fill up that whole back wall with source blocks, and then when you get out of the area, it's actually 8x9 because of this, and it's going to end up being 10 because I got to put a wall over here. Just dig one down, put a source block into the end of that, and then the center of this is actually 2 blocks. I just took the furthest one, and it runs in. You can see it doesn't quite go to the center point as represented by this iron gate here, but that's fine. The spiders will track you, so they'll roll over. It should be fine. I haven't gone through and built the walls up and tested this all out yet. I had to get a little tricky with this one because it's not quite centered. And the thing with cave spiders is that they will track you, so you have to be really particular with how you place water and shoot them along, because they might just track you to like the wall. If you try and move them to like the center point here and move them in further, they might just track you over to this wall and climb up and just get stuck in there. And they may still get stuck. I'm a little worried about this, like this corner here. A little worried they're just going to climb this wall up here once I build it and just get stuck in the corner. I can put a water source block up there so that if they do climb up, they'll just drown. And it kind of sucks because it reduces the number of spiders that actually get into the spawner. But as long as I get pretty good numbers, I'll be happy. But yeah, I had to get a little crazy with this, and I'm gonna have to dig all this stuff up and put some actual, permanent blocks down in, and it's gonna suck because I have to remember how I laid this water out. I don't think it's too bad. I got 2 source blocks back there, maybe 3. I think that's a 3rd source block there, and then all source blocks along there, and it just drops down to this sign there, and then they'll come to the central collection point. And I've got some hoppers down there because I'm going to have an automatic item collection and sorting system attached to this. Now that I have that available, it's something I want to build in anytime I do one of these farms, any kind of farm, because, why wait? Now, I won't have the problems that I have with like the skeletons where you get weird rare drops. The only thing I'm going to get from these guys is spider eyes and string. But occasionally we may see, because anytime you've got large sources of water, you may see some squid form up in there, so I'm going to have something to spit that those ink sacs out somewhere. I don't expect a whole lot. It's not like we're, in the desert or something like that. There's plenty of water outside on the surface for them to spawn, but it can still happen. And so what I've got going on here, I got these 2 levers. This one's not attached to anything right now, and they will be used to deactivate these lamps. And I think I might try and construct some kind of timer circuit as well. So what I've got here, I've got 2 levers, and this one isn't connected to anything just yet. I wanted to wait before I got deeper into the redstone circuitry. I'd like to build some kind of timer circuit, and then this would deactivate the lights for a set amount of time, and figure out like a good average time to produce enough spiders to get me up to 30 or 33. Since a lot of my equipment needs to be in like 33, 34 in order to repair it. So I think like 10 minutes. I was running some numbers based on the number of spiders that will spawn and the time they spawn in. It's like 1 to 4 every, I forget the exact numbers to it. Let's just say 5 to 10 seconds gap between. So you've got some variability there. And I just kind of ran through and plug the numbers in and just did like a best case, worst case scenario and just kind of average that out. I don't know if it'll stand up. It'll probably require some testing and fine tuning, and I'm sure it won't always produce what I need, but we'll get close. But that's going to be a whole other process. Cut that wall out there. Got something I want to put there. I'm going to have to dig the ceiling up some more to get that in. But the second one is not my design, really. I got this from a Zoomovoid video. And I like it. It works pretty well. I had to make some changes to it because you can see I've got this area here. There's like a 2 tall gap where spiders come in. And when the spiders come through, there's just going to be like a 1 tall tunnel for them to swim down until they get to this point. And I'm not really, you know, positive that they'll track straight up to me, and I'm kind of worried if I just had one block there that they would just like get separated out and get a bunch in the bottom, and then, you know, you're not damaging them enough to bring them down to one hit. Not all of them. So, got a circuit down here. This is all this elaborate timer circuit. I tried to think of a way to do this differently, like with a hopper timer or something, but I couldn't see a way to do it that would actually be simpler than this or more space efficient. Every design I kind of cooked up just kind of got worse. While digging this out, I did find one of these, and this is a problem you'll run into in extreme hills. You'll notice, like, compared to this block, see how quickly that breaks, and then this one breaks really quickly. We're just going to kill this right now. This is a monster egg, and if you break the block, it will produce these stupid little guys. And that's kind of a problem. Oop. Which way am I going here? This way? Get up those ticks. Maybe? I hope that's right. I hope I didn't just wreck all of this. Anyway, it's a problem with them. Not so much just having the blocks in there. Having them, you know, in block form isn't such an issue. But when you break them and start damaging them, they can wake up other monster eggs, and other silverfish can drop out and spawn. I'm just breaking everything down here. And that's a bit of a pain, especially if you're working with stone, because they'll drop themselves into any stone block. And while I was working on this out here, one of the blocks I dug out in the ceiling produced some silverfish, ended up being a monster egg, and I heard a silverfish pop from a block somewhere nearby, and I could hear it walking around for a few minutes, and then it disappeared, probably went back into a block. I don't know where it is. So I'm a little concerned that at some point I'm going to be running this spider farm, and one of these blocks is just going to pop, and all the spiders are going to burst out of there and murder me dead. But we'll deal with that when it comes to it. So basically all this is doing is you flip this lever, and it closes off these two side pistons, which prevents other spiders from coming into the kill box. And then it runs through this timer here, and it's just a delay, and this delay feeds through to turn this on. And this gets turned on, like, I think 1 or 2 ticks after the rest of it. And then this timer keeps those pistons on long enough to crush the spiders, hopefully enough to bring them down to a one-hit kill. And then you can punch them or throw a potion at them, whatever you like. So let's give that a test and make sure I didn't mess it all up. Okay, and that fires, and it should deactivate after a set amount of time. And then those stay active long enough for you to kill the spiders and get your experience. I will probably have to be here at this point in order for the experience to come up to me. Hopefully not lower. I don't want to have to go through and redesign all this stuff again. I'm pretty happy with the way it looks right now, but we'll see. So we've got that pretty well set, and for the time being I just have a lever on either side of this to flip the lights off, and we'll see about all of that. So yeah, what I want to do now is grab some blocks. I've been down here for a while working on stuff and cooking in these furnaces. Doing some mining and picking up some other stuff, so I got a lot of resources. I also have been wandering around outside picking up clay, because I think I'm going to use some clay blocks on this, and made a couple runs back and forth. So I'm just going to build up a wall around this, just a quick test wall. And we're going to hang out here and test out and see how well this works. If I get a lot of spiders stuck inside, if a lot make it through. Yeah, we're just going to see how well this all goes and test out the crusher, because I may have to adjust the timing. What I've done, these normally are all set on the full 4-tick delay, and I dropped this one back 1. So it's just 3, because I've got this repeater here feeding into that, and I think that'll throw the timing off. We shall see. So let's grab up some blocks. Let's grab some stone brick for now. Start filling all this in. Now, one important thing is that you don't want to leave gaps. You don't want to leave like a diagonal gap. Like, you don't want to build up to like this, because the spider can kind of poke its head through that, and they'll sort of track you through that. Is what I have noticed. So you just build this all up here and build up down these walls here so that there's only like a 1 tall for them to get through. Put some blocks in there, and then we'll test this out. So let's go ahead and do that, and I will be back. One thing I forgot to mention was that this is a slime spawning chunk, apparently. It stretches quite a ways. I've seen slime over from down there all the way back in there. And it's a bit of an irritation. It's not going to throw off the spider farm too much. Really, it's not going to affect the spider farm at all because there's nowhere for slime to spawn inside the slime or spider spawners. But I will have to close this place off, put a little door or something here, keep those slimes from rolling up on me. Because even if they're the small slimes, they can push me around, and if I decide to get up and walk away from my computer for a minute, they're going to mess me up. And if a big slime happens to get in here, that can actually do damage, bigger the medium slime. So, more of an irritation than anything, but something to keep in mind. So, I ran some tests on this, and found a couple things, so let's go take a look at that. Made some changes in here. Number one, I put a source block up there, just locked in with some signs. And I can't really tell for sure, but I'm pretty sure some spiders are picking up on this wall and just climbing straight up. So if they do climb up there, they will eventually drown or hopefully get pushed out, maybe rethink their life and jump down that hole to what is obviously the better choice. And then I also put these stairs here, upside down stairs, because I noticed a lot of spiders picking up on that wall, and I built the wall in a little bit more there. It doesn't affect the spawning area because this is one block outside of the spawning area. But I noticed they were getting to that point, and they might just like jump up on this wall and get stuck there. So the stair blocks seem to do the trick. Eventually they make it down there. I also noticed that occasionally spiders would spawn close enough to the spawner itself to kind of stick to that and just climb up there. Now, the only real concern with having spiders that don't make it out of here is that if it builds up to a certain number, I believe it's 5. If 5 spiders get stuck in here, this will no longer spawn spiders. I don't think that'll be a problem with just this, because at most you're going to get like 1, maybe 2 spiders up there, but if other spiders get stuck to it, they'll just push the other spiders down in. And that's also a lot of what these kind of spawners rely on, is if a spider gets stuck somewhere, as soon as other spiders spawn in, one of them is going to push them along, so not much of an issue. But so far the water seems to be working fine. Didn't have a whole lot of trouble with that beyond them sticking to the wall, and I think I've got that solved. On this side, I'm going to make a bit more changes. Move the source blocks from the back wall to the side walls, all the way up to these last 2 or 3 blocks. And that kind of keeps them pushed away from the walls. And the water's not really pushing them forward at all at this point, but they're tracking me, so they'll move this way on their own. And then this just kind of pushes them the last little bit of the way. And again, I put these stair blocks here. They don't seem to jump much in the water, so I'm not really worried about them jumping up and then climbing up there. That seems to encourage them to hustle their bustle down in there and get into that area there. Just slap some signs up here just to keep this water from flowing over so I get a little bit more control. And that also seemed to work fairly well. So let's go ahead and close this all back up. Get out of here. And I can run some tests on this and see. The last thing I changed was I had solid blocks here, and I realized immediately that was a bad idea because you end up wasting a lot of spiders that get stuck on that block and they just get crushed to death by this. And it's really just supposed to close it off and keep other spiders from getting in. Not really meant to kill them, so putting a glass block or any kind of transparent block there will prevent spiders from passing through, but if any of them get stuck there, they won't take suffocation damage. Although they will take damage when you chuck a potion down in there, if that's what you're using. So you may lose them eventually anyway. So yeah, let's fire this up, do a quick test and see, and kill some spiders here. I've racked up a lot of levels going off of this, which is good because my armor is way beat down. I just fixed my pick. This bow, I might look into a different bow because the durability on that doesn't stack up or just doesn't last. But now that I've got unbreaking on like everything, everything lasts longer than it, so it just makes it seem like it's a lot weaker. Let's go ahead and get this this rolling. Really got to get that light circuit built in, because that may be causing some problems too. Should see some guys rolling in here. Sounds like, yep. Come from either side. And I ran this for a while. And I said about like 10-15 minutes was a good amount of time to get what looked like the amount of spiders I needed. I already had some levels, so it was kind of a hard test to see if it would be enough to get me up. But that'll come in handy next time. So doing pretty well. Well, it seems like we're getting a decent amount of them in here. Go ahead and flip these off there. Sounds like we got most of them. You might get some stragglers, and that's fine. Let's see how well this works. It didn't quite get them down to a one-hit kill. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, it's like 3 punches. Of course, if I just chuck this potion in there, get a good distance away. Kills them dead. And I was right, I do have to be at the same level as this iron gate here in order to pick up that experience. So we got one guy just kind of straggling down in there. I'm not sure if he took any of that potion of harming or not. He probably didn't, because I'm hitting the top of this, so he's probably not really feeling the effects of that too much. But, well, that sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound like we got any stragglers in there. I didn't let it run for a real long time, but, you know, that's a pretty decent test. This works fairly well. Like I said, it doesn't get them down to a one-punch kill, but the potion will kill them. So it's a one potion kill, and that's good enough. I tried to add some more delay to it, and I don't know, it just didn't seem real consistent. So it works well enough for the potion, and that's good enough for me. Well, that'll about do it for this episode of Jumcraft. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Check back with me next time when we wrap up the Spider Collider and then roll on to some new projects. Or, if you pay attention to the feed from my channel, you may see that I'm going to start streaming soon. Now that Minecraft has Twitch integration, I thought I might check it out, give it a test and see, and, you know, if I got time for it, and it seems like people are interested, I might stream some other stuff, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, catch you next time. So long, folks!